The story about the red apple. Once upon a time, there was a man in a striped suit. He was out taking a walk and he was passing a fruit shop. It would be nice with a juicy apple, he thought, and went into the shop. The fruit merchant thought the old man looked really easily fooled, and he sold him an apple made of plastic. "This is a really nice apple," the fruit merchant said. "It just has to lay in the sun to mature a little bit." The old man took the apple and went home. The fruit merchant smiled to himself, and then he went out in his backyard. He kept no order around him except for one thing. He was very, very careful with his big, giant red apple. He thought it would win him a lot of prizes in the fruit exhibition. The old man's apple, on the other hand, could not win him any prizes because it was made of plastic. But the old man did not know that. So he took the apple and went home and laid it in the windowsill to mature. The one who waits for something good never waits too long, he thought. The old man then went building on his model ship. And when he was building, he neither saw or heard anything. He did not see his parrot bumping into the apple, so it fell out the window and straight down in Grandmother's head. Grandma screamed, and her kitten climbed up a tree. Little Per was just walking by, and Grandma thought it was Per who had threw the apple in her head. So she yelled at him, and little Per, he was not used to getting yelled at for no reason. So he was running home crying. When Per ran home, he did not look when he crossed the main street. He did not see the principal coming in his new car, and the principal had to skid brake and he slid into the fruit merchant's fence. The fruit merchant, he was furious because his fence was broken, and the principal, he was very angry that his new car was broken. No one of them saw Bertil, who was on his way to school. He stopped his bike and looked at the apple. That apple might give me a better grade, he thought, and then he picked the apple from the tree. When Bertil went to school, his teacher did not even look at the apple, because she was very angry at the children, because they were not sitting on their seats. They were standing in the window, looking out in the schoolyard at the policeman. "Hey, have you seen a thief around here with fake beard and sunglasses?" "He's here!" Bertil shouted, and the thief went running away. But he could not help himself, so he took the apple on his way out. But he did not get far. Out in the hallway, he bumped into the principal, and he dropped the apple. The apple flew out through the window, and outside there were firefighters on the way to save a kitten from a tree. One of the firefighters caught the apple in the air. "What a good apple," the firefighter thought, and took a bite. But to save a kitten and climb up to a tree, you need both your hands. So on his way up, he put the apple on the windowsill. Meanwhile, the old man in the striped suit had finished his model ship. He went to the window and looked at the apple. Hooray! What a nice red apple it had become. But then he stopped and he looked a little bit angry. Shame on you, he said to his parrot. You shall not take a bite from someone else's apple. But the old man was not angry for real. The old man went out for a walk in the nice weather. When he was out walking, he thought he might pay the fruit merchant a visit again. Hello, he said. I have to give you credit for your nice apple. Fruit merchant looked really confused. That looks like my apple, he thought. And then, my apple! It's gone! The old man in the striped suit continued his walk, and the fruit merchant was sitting, pondering, how could this have happened? And you cannot expect him to figure it out either. The end.